I wanted to make a video about getting ready to hike the AT. And I haven't been able to figure out why it's so difficult to do this until actually about 5 minutes ago when I recognized that I am not ready to hike the AT. I am scared to death. So if you're not ready to hike the AT, it's rather difficult to make a video about getting ready to hike the AT. I can tell you what I've done to get prepared, and that's probably a better word for where I am. I am prepared to go and try this. There's been a few things. There's been gear, obviously, is one of the first things that we've had to pull together and not only get the physical objects, but understand how each one of these pieces contributes to basically what is a life support system. And when I started, okay, let me tell you how novice I am. Let's just go there. I think the best analogy is, I was pretty sure I was going to be Dorothy. I was going to have really good shoes. When I started walking, everybody was going to be singing in the background. And if there was a witch up on the house throwing fireballs, no worries. Michael would take care of it. And that is how I started. So as we started to get gear, and I do have to tell you that was really, really fun because Michael wanted to be in the store. That's the first thing. And you got new clothes, got a new house, got new bedding, got new kitchen stuff. It was really fun. But it got pretty serious because, you know, they're not kidding when they tell you to go out and hike before you hit the AT. Because hiking is different than having gear. And my bubble just got burst so quickly, because when you're out hiking, it's different than being outside. So when I go outside, like in the winter, I put on a parka that's got sleeves like this big. And that's too much clothing to have on when you're out hiking. And it has taken so long for me to understand how it is to use the items of clothing to help regulate your body temperature. And I cannot tell you, if you are a novice hiker and you are thinking about doing this, you must go out and hike with your gear so that you can learn how to use it. And there were a couple of times that I'm darn lucky that we had a truck to get back to, and that truck was being driven by somebody who could, and I was able to get back to a hot shower, a heating pad, and kind of recover. Because had some of those first experiences happened and we were out on the trail, we would have really been in trouble. So when you're getting ready to hike the AT, do pay attention to gear and do learn how to use it. That right there is the crux of everything. Some of the other details have turned out to be money, because not only does gear cost a lot, you have to start to understand that not only are you going to have to keep your house going and all of those monthly bills going, but you're going to be out on the trail. And at first I thought, how can you spend money in a shelter? There's nothing there to spend money on. And we're going to go to the grocery store anyway, so we do it here, why not do it there? Well, when you're down on the trail, you don't know where the store is. So there's going to be a lot of money spent probably on shuttles, because I know that we might hitchhike every once and again, but the truth is we want a shuttle. And to know where we're going, we're going to want to stay in a hostel more often than I thought, because they have showers. And I have learned what trail smell is, and we want to have a shower. And sometimes we're not going to want to stay in a hostel. I mean, there's all of these other people, and as much fun as it is to be around people, I don't want to listen to them. I want to be in a quiet place like I am in my living room. So There's going to be hotel bills. There's going to be shuttle bills. There's going to be quick food. You know what I mean? Like walking into a gas station and having to pick up enough for 4 days. Well, gas station peanut butter is not cheap. So there's just all of these little things that are going to add up. So it's home, but it's also money for the trail. And then I was looking for insurance because I really want to know that there's insurance when you have to be extracted is what I was really going for. But we had to check into insurance, and basically we haven't discovered any magic wand for that. We also had to figure out how we are going to keep our house going. And my first thought was just to shut off the electricity and lock the doors and leave the cat with someone and turn the plants over to somebody who would water them. And we were lucky enough that Mike's sister is going to come up, and she's going to be able to stay here and water the plants and feed the cat and make sure the lights are on every once in a while because she'll be living here. So it's going to, look like somebody's here. So we don't have to do any of the artificial, maintenance of the house. So that was, shouldn't have been a surprise. I'm 60 years old, but just little details regarding that keep coming up. And then for Mike and I, we had to learn how to communicate with technology. Because while I understand email very well, and Mike had the flip phone, we really don't know how to mass produce what we want to share with people. So we got an iPhone, I learned how to do the iMovie, learned how to put a little bit of music to it, but the whole thing of making a group email list, and are we going to be on Facebook, and when can we get on Facebook, and if we have the iPhone, what kind of charger do we have to take, and do we have to take care of data and worry about data? I mean, the whole thing was just a learning curve that was thrown in there, and I wasn't quite ready to understand that I was going to have to figure all of that out. We got the inReach. My son bought me an inReach, so we had to learn about what GPS is, how it works when you use it, get all of the online stuff set for the inReach. That was another little learning curve. And then I got to tell you something fun, because you're going to have to get in your mind how you're going to eat on the trail. And there are some people that do a magnificent job. They dehydrate, they put all these meals in these packages, and they have boxes that just line rooms in their houses, and they put, things that they're going to need in their meals in these boxes, and they have somebody who's going to package them, tape them up and send them. And the first thing that I thought was, if I start dehydrating something, first of all, I'm the one that's going to mold on. So we'll have all these packages with all this moldy food. And the truth is I don't cook, I don't want to cook, and so this is a great opportunity to not cook. So our strategy is we're going to get the freezer Ziploc bags, because freezer Ziploc bags will withstand boiling water. So the trick on the trail is to put like your instant potatoes in the Ziploc bag and add enough hot water, boiling water, so that it cooks. And then you just eat out of the bags, voila, throw that away, and you are good to go. You also get to have Pop-Tarts. Now these are, Pop-Tarts, there's Snicker bars that are out there. Oh my gosh. Everything that you can't have when you're not active, and you're on a diet, all of a sudden is right there in front of you. So I've got pudding every day, I've got the candy bars every day, we've got Pop-Tarts for treats, nuts and fruit, dried fruit for the, your trail mix. All of that's allowed because you can burn up to 6,000 calories in a day. So the whole food thing was a learning curve that was totally unexpected, and kind of part of the fun part of doing this, to be honest with you. So do think about your food. Do think about how you're going to approach that, because our method is just get into the Dollar General, get into town to a supermarket, go out for pizza, and just kind of have fun with everything. So I don't know, getting ready for the AT has been, I think, one of the most delightful things I've ever done in my life, even though I have not been successful in feeling like I am ready. And if you are one of the people, kind of like I was, just kind of out there watching other people's experiences, let me tell you, you want to get on Facebook, you want to look under Appalachian Trail for the class of whatever year you're going to be walking. We were the class of 2017. Because the most essential part of your journey is not going to be just the gear, it's not going to be the details. What's going to happen is that you're going to meld with the most wonderful group of people you have ever imagined being a part of in your life. And walking the trail is not something you have to do in solitude, unless you want to. And I am looking forward to meeting so many, on Facebook there's these little names, and you don't know who they are. And it'll be so much fun to have some of these people kind of come to life and become people. And I know that, there's only a few that I've met, and there's going to be so many more on the trail. So part of getting ready has also been integrating into a community that was very unexpected and very, very welcomed. So this is Furby, and that's my trail name. And I hope to see you out on the trail really soon. And I hope everybody can get a little bit more ready than I have, because all we can say is there's a little bit of preparation here. And that's as far as it's going to go. So happy trails, everybody.
Autumn winds bringing back those memories.